Hi everybody, good morning, welcome back. So we have finally got to our next 3-day adventure on the South Downs Way. If you've watched the last video, I did say that we were doing another day hike from Washington through to Bignor Hill. Unfortunately, two of us are suffering with knee problems, so we decided to postpone that. So we've still got to pick that up on another day hike, but we're now on our 3-dayer. So I have just arrived in Winchester, and you can see the cathedral behind me. And we are now just searching for the beginning of the South Downs Way, which everybody seems to really struggle with. I've watched the YouTube videos, I've looked at the map, it's not particularly clear. I've got a rough idea where it is, so we're just now searching for the start of the way. It is 9:23 and we've got about 16 and a half miles to do to a place called Meon Springs, which is a fisheries and campsite there, which we are going to stay at the first night. So I shall bring you back once I find the start and we got on our way. So, sorry, a bit noisy, the road. But we are, you can see that down there, in Winchester, and this is the start, following down the side of this river, canal, of the South Downs Way, we think. Even the people in the information centre don't seem to know where the actual start is, but in my research and looking at the map and YouTube, I think this is the start of the South Downs Way. So that's it, we're on our way. Although we didn't get very far because we ended up in Greg's and for a sausage roll and a cup of tea before we even got started. But it is a bit chilly this morning, the sun's out, it's breezing, it's chilly, so we'll see how the day goes. So I shall bring you back when there's something to show you. So I found out what the river is. It's called the River Itchen and dates back to 70 AD. Apparently back in medieval times this river was twice as wide as it is now. The only reason it's been narrowed is because of flood prevention and to help control it. So there's the South Downs Way up there, and there's a fork in the road. We're just going to take this path up here, but it's a bit tricky. That path we came down by the canal is the cycling route. I said in the last video that some places along the South Downs Way split, so you've got walkers only, and then you've got bridle path and cyclists, because it's one of the national trails that you can cycle the whole way. And going down the side of that canal was the cycle route, it wasn't the walkers route. What we should have done is carried on over the bridge and we would have picked up the walkers route, but luckily a very kind lady passerby spotted our error and asked us if we were doing the way and said, you need to go. She showed us to cut back up onto the walkers route, so we didn't do a meaningless loop that the cyclists have to do. Wasn't necessary. So we are now where we should be and on the right part of the way. So here we go. First mile or so done. Now crossing the very busy M3, which everybody who does YouTube videos seems to show, so I'm showing it. And once we get across there, we're just out into open country and peace and quiet for 3 days. Lovely. Okay everyone, so we've just come up that lane. We're at the top of the lane now, and we are turning left and going up that way. Before that, there's a army firing range. So bridle path down there, which you're not going to go, but just thought I'd show you because you might find it interesting. The flags are up, so I'm guessing they're not firing today, but obviously if you did want to go that way, if you're out for a walk in the Winchester Hills, then just beware of when they're firing and when they're not firing. Hi everyone, back again. We just had a bit of a mild detour. We should have, when we got to the top of the field, which was up there, you walk all the way to the end of the field, and rather than go through the gate, you literally come back on yourself down the other side of the field. But we went through the gate and ended up going about half a mile or so off the trail. And some bikers went past us and said, oh, we've gone this way, and it made me think, hang on a minute, maybe I just need to check. So I did a quick reference check and realised that we'd also gone the wrong way, and then met another two group of hikers that had also were doing exactly the same as us, so all of us had gone the wrong way. So we've ended up doing an extra mile already today than we needed to do because we've gone the wrong way, and we've found the right path, come down, and we've gone through Holden Farm. I have seen there's supposed to be a water tap here, but we couldn't see it, so I don't know where it is, if there is one. But they do camping here, and there is a shop and some snacks and stuff. We haven't gone to it, but it's and some toilets. That's here, which actually doesn't show on the map either, so it just shows the map, but you can camp here if you want to. So we're about 6.5, 7 miles in, or should I say probably 7.5, because we've done an extra mile that we didn't need to do, and I think we're just going to go a bit further and at some point stop for lunch. So I'll catch you back in a minute. Hi everybody. So we have just stopped for lunch. We are about 9, just under 9 miles in, and we stopped at this pub. We didn't have lunch in the pub, we just had a glass of cold refreshment, not alcohol. Well, not all of us had alcohol. And then we sneakily had our lunch that we'd already made and packed, as opposed to buying lunch. And now we're off up that direction. I was surprised the pub was open actually, because I've been here since I did my research. Every YouTube video I've watched, the pub wasn't open. So yeah, I can't remember the name of the pub, but I'll put it up on the screen. again so you can see what pub it was, but it appears to be back in operation. So off we go. So I'll show you some more in a bit. Just come up there, more road walking. I have to say, so far there's a lot more road walking than we realised this first section, which for any hiker isn't my favourite. And we are now at Bignor Hill National Nature Reserve. What I will say is that this is Bignor Hill number 1, because there are 2 Bignor Hills on the South Downs way. The other one we should probably hit tomorrow. So off up there. Bignor Hill 2 point.
Isn't that the boat on top of the hill?
I think, isn't that a Spinnaker Tower?
Where?
On top of that hill.
It could be.
I thought that was the top of the Spinnaker Tower.
That is, yeah. But that bit over there is where they use for all the radar testing.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah.
Navy base. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they've got the fortress up there.
Oh, the right in the background.
Right, that's the top of the Spinnaker Tower over there.
Yeah, it is.
You see the tower bubble.
Okay, so you saw the trig point at Bignor Hill. We'll just come through the other side of the nature reserve and just looking across the valley. Down there I think is Exton, and then we go through Exton and up, and I'm not exactly sure, but over one of those hills somewhere, probably that big one over there, is Old Winchester Hill. Old Winchester Hill is where we were going to wild camp, but we changed our minds at the last minute and have booked in for the Meon Springs. I think I said that earlier. One thing I have noticed is that I haven't been able to do quite as much filming as I would have liked to do, which seems to be, I seem to say that all the time in all my videos, but it's just so busy. We've been asked loads of times if there's a special event on, if something's going on, because there's so many people backpacking and camping. But we said no, it's just, I think because we've started on a Saturday, and we started from Winchester end, and I think maybe Winchester to Eastbourne is the more popular direction. There are, we know we have bypassed loads of bikepackers and hikers that are backpacking as well. So I thought when we get to this campsite, because I didn't think it was very well known, that it'd be quite quiet, but I'm now beginning to wonder that it could end up looking like a festival because there's so many of us. But well, anyway, I shall bring you back when I get down to Exton, and then we'll take it from there. Afternoon. Miss Daisy. It's a good job Lacey's not here. Hi everyone, so that's Beacon Hill up there. So we've come down off of there, through that field there with the cows, through there, down through here. Sorry it's windy again. And then across to here, and I think soon we should be in Exton. Horse and carriage there. So we've just come down across those fields you saw earlier into Exton, the St Peter and Paul Parish Church.
Obviously couldn't get an electrician.
Smart one. Smart for the camera. Hello. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit bright.
Sorry?
So just come out of Exeter. We happened to bypass a place of liquid libation that we felt obligated to stay to quickly have a quick stop in to support the local economy, and then we're just crossing the Meon Valley Trail, and then on our way up to Old Winchester Hill, and then when we get to the top it should be too windy to talk, but it should be just down the other side for about another mile, and that's to our campsite. I think it's going to turn out to be close to an 18-mile day by the end of it, so knees are sore, I'm not going to lie. I said when I first started doing these videos, I'll tell you how it is. Hang on, we've just come all the way round there, we could have come down those steps. See, our leader's taking us a long way round. Yeah, so yeah, knees are hurting, feet are hurting, Joe's knees are hurting, and yeah, looking forward to getting to the campsite now, really, to be honest. It's clouded over a little bit in places with a bit of a possible chance of rain, so we're hoping that either isn't going to happen, or if it does happen, it happens after we get to camp and get our tents up. Yeah, so I shall bring you back when I get to the top of Winchester Hill, because my arm's aching and I've got a bit ill to walk up, so I'm not videoing that. So I'll catch you in a bit. We've just come up from down there, which I could really do without at the end of the day, but look at that view across. How lovely is that? So Exton, I think, is down over there somewhere. The actual viewpoint for Winchester Hill is at the top, and I'll put a picture up either now or before at the end of the video to show you the sign. I don't think we actually make it up to the viewpoint. I've seen quite a few campers that I think are planning to camp up there, wild camp up there tonight, but it is very blowy.